Hi, and welcome to today's episode of The Young and the Restless. I apologize for my voice, I'm a bit under the weather. The episode opens up at the Abbott house with the return of Summer and Kyle. Jack welcomes them back. Ashley greets them. Then Ashley asks Jack if he didn't tell them. She then tells them that there is development regarding Diana and Tucker. We then see Diane walks up to Tucker at Society and threatens him to leave her alone. Over at Newman Media, we see Sally constantly calling Chloe and not getting her. Adam then visits the office. He was also looking for Chloe. Sally then tells him that she is being fired. Over at Vic's office, we see Nick still thinks that it's wrong to fire Sally. He tells Vic. Nick thinks that Vic is trying to replace all traces of Adam from Newman. However, Vic believes that Nick is caught up in his feelings for Sally and asks how serious they are in their relationship. We see Sally then tell Adam that she is unable to reach Chloe also. Adam expressed that he's unable to find Chelsea at the moment. Then he tells her that it is not right that they are letting her go. Over at Vic's office, we also see Vic stressing to Nick that the relationship with Sally is a problem to the company and their family. She is worried that it is pitting Nick and Adam against each other. Over at the Newman Ranch, we see Victor teaches Nikki to play chess. Then we see Ashley visits. Victor asks Ashley how she's feeling about Tucker's arrival. Ashley then asks Victor if there's anything new about Tucker and Diane that he has found out. Victor says no. Nikki said he just doesn't care. Victor then warns Ashley to be careful and he starts to leave. Then we see Phyllis arrive. Victor then laughs and says that the alliance is amazing to watch. Back at the Abbott mansion, we see Kyle and Summer are furious at how Diane has been acting all along with her lies. We go back to Newman. Nick defends his perspective of Sally to Vic. Vic says she doesn't regret her choice to fire Sally. We see Victor then walks in and agrees with Vic's decision. Back over in Sally's office, we see Adam starts to trash Nick and says that Nick has something to do with it and blames his brother and sister for mistreating Sally. Sally, however, defends Nick and tells Adam to stop trashing Nick. We see then Adam starts to feel responsible that he is the reason Sally is being fired. Adam offers to help her with finding a new job. Sally turns him down. We then go back to the Newman Ranch where we see Ashley tells Phyllis and Nikki about Diane's confession. Phyllis is super excited. Over at Society, we see Tucker apologize to Diane for threatening her prior. He says he didn't know that Diane was capable of honesty. Tucker then tells her that he has forgiven her and she is free. However, based on the tone that Tucker was using, we see Diane then thinks that Tucker is up to something and has something up his sleeves. Back at Newman, we see Nick continues to defend Sally to Victor. Victor tells him to let it go and let her go. Sally has caused too much chaos within the family. Nick then accused both Victor and Vic that they are the ones that are thinking with their feelings and their hatred for Sally. Back at the Newman Ranch, we see Ashley tells the girls that she believes there is more to the story. Phyllis asks how Jack reacted. Ashley's face looks worried. Back at the Abbott mansion, a furious Kyle says he now sees what everybody was warning him about. Summer then tells him not to blame himself. Jack tries to defend Diane. Kyle is pretty angry that his mother lied. Then Jack tells him that Diane had no choice. Ashley tells Phyllis that she is shocked that Jack is still defending Diane. The ladies are pissed that Diane is playing a victim card by saying that she had no other choice. Phyllis then expressed that she believed Jack is smarter. Nikki thinks that Diane has dug her claws into Jack. The ladies then pledge to find another way to get rid of Diane for good. We then go back to the Abbey's house where we see Jack tell Summer and Kyle about Diane's victim story. Kyle says it doesn't negate the fact that Diane lied. While back at society, we find out during a conversation between Tucker and Diane that Diane was supposed to do more. She was also supposed to provide Tucker access to the Jaboot's finances. However, Diane didn't comply with that. Apparently, we find out that Tucker was trying to get the company for Ashley. Back at Newman Media, at the coffee house, Adam approaches Nick at the coffee house. He then blames Nick for firing Sally and using her. He thinks that this is Nick's way of getting back at him. We see Sally then walks in and interrupts the argument. Adam then tells Sally that Nick used her. He then leaves. We see Sally then tell Nick she doesn't believe Adam, he's just angry and trying to blame someone right now. Nick then tells Sally that he admires her resilience. Back at the Abbott house, Jack tells Summer and Kyle that Phyllis was the one who was going close to or finding out information about Diane, hence why Diane confessed. Over at Newman Ranch, we see Phyllis and Nikki wants Ashley to find out more information from Tucker. Ashley says Tucker isn't giving her much at the moment. We see Phyllis grabs her bag and then attempts to leave, saying it's all on her to end Diane. Back at the coffee house, Nick tells Sally he tried to advocate for her with Vic and Victor, vows to do anything to help her. Sally tells him no thanks, she will do it on her own. Back at society, Tucker tells Diane that the details of his plans for the future are no longer her business since she left. Back at the Abbott house, Kyle claims that he lost trust for Diane. Summer claims that she is pissed at Phyllis. Phyllis rings the door. Summer goes to open the door for Phyllis. She then goes at her mom for a meeting with Talia Morgan and finding the information. Phyllis then tells them that she was right and she is not sorry for what she did. She then asks Summer and Kyle what are they going to do about Diane now. That's the end. Bye.